The doctor is making a house call with the morning news. Dave Lee here on WCCO. Dr. Gretchen Phillips, good morning, good neighbor.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fabulous.
Nobody ever asks a doctor how they're feeling, do they?
No, but that's probably a good thing because we don't like going to doctors, so we don't want to know.
Yeah, well, you can always tell me. I just want to make sure you're healthy, because if you're not healthy, then I'm really concerned. I was concerned reading a headline the other day as I was looking at USA Today, Gretchen, and it said, and because I and so many of our CCO listeners have seasonal allergies, and the headline was, seasonal allergies could spark depression and fatigue.
You know, this is probably one of those multifaceted answers where something like allergies that seem so simple and just kind of a nuisance can really make an impact on your life. Is it because you lose sleep? Well, you know, that's the obvious question is, well, I'm stuffed up and I snore and I'm not sleeping. But then there's this whole scientific side that a lot of doctors and researchers are looking into about the chemicals that get kicked up when you're having allergies. And if those chemicals in your body, the inflammatory chemicals that make you feel stuffy and yucky, are those related to your mood? And then there's the whole question of season also. So there's all these different things that the researchers are looking into. As far as symptoms go, we can control your symptoms with medications, things that are over-the-counter or prescription. There are specialists in allergy that can help you, but most family docs can help you out with your allergies.
You know, in the same article, then on a side story, there was one that was talking about your salt intake, and it said less danger in that shaker than in processed fast foods.
You know, if we could just take all salt shakers out of everybody's house, I bet we'd have a lot healthier of a population. There is so much salt in the foods that we buy, especially fast food, but even things that seem so healthy like soup, they're loaded with sodium, and sodium has been linked to swelling and also high blood pressure. So if there's one thing that you can do, it's just get rid of the salt shakers. Try to eat the foods that have the salt in them already. It takes a little getting used to for folks that like salt, but after a while, you really don't notice much difference.
What about the sodium in a diet pop?
Yeah, there's not enough probably if you have one or two a day to worry about it.
All right.
But over the course of a day, if you're drinking them all day with fast food or with high-sodium other foods, it's added. Just drink water.
Hey, Doc, we're talking with Dr. Gretchen Phillips from Fairview, by the way, and she's back here Sunday morning with Denny Long taking calls, and it's always a great show. An alarming, disturbing report this morning that 1 in 8 baby boomers will probably get Alzheimer's.
Yeah, and with more and more baby boomers making it to Alzheimer's age, which is usually over 65, by the time people get to be 80, we're seeing a lot of Alzheimer's. The interesting part with this, and this is where I wish you and I had 45 minutes to talk about this, because, again, there's all these different facets to this problem. But the other thing that contributes to Alzheimer's disease is what's called vascular dementia. And this is the blood vessels hardening just like they do in the heart as we get older. If you're obese, don't control your blood pressure, high cholesterol, or if you smoke. So some of the problem is folks are getting older. Some of the problem is we're not taking care of ourselves and preventing this. Ultimately, though, this may end up bankrupting Medicare, and who's going to take care of all these people that have dementia in their later years? There's really a lot to this.
Okay, now, and you've got to go here because you've got patients to take care of, but Eric Escala came in here today with the body mass index calculator because something's happening at the state capitol involving that. So we went through our own height and weight, and we both come out just a little overweight.
Yeah.
Is that BMI thing really valuable, or what's the deal?
Absolutely.
Oh, come on now.
Gold ticket.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know, and it's what we don't want to hear. What we think is normal has really gotten skewed over the last 20 years, and we think that people that have a normal BMI kind of look skinny, when really that's healthy. And BMI over 30, doesn't matter if you think you're big-boned or whatever. It turns out if your family's obese and you think that's genetic, it's really what they've taught you. And the BMI doesn't make a difference. Like I said, which kind of body type you have, that's obese.
So pay attention to it.
Definitely. And your doctor can figure that out for you, or there are BMI calculators online.
Thanks a lot, I think.
Yeah. Now go take a run after your show.
Well, I do. I thought I was in decent shape, but after I did that, I'm thinking, oh boy, I got a lot of work to do.
Well, and you look at the calculator, just a little bit of weight loss makes a huge difference for BMI. So, take it as a good thing, not as a discouraging thing.
All right, Doc, appreciate that. We'll see you Sunday with Denny Long.
We're taking calls all morning.
Dr. Gretchen Phillips from Fairview on WCCO on the Morning News. CCO on the Morning News.